good? This is the Heavyweight Podcast, episode 20.
20.
And we've made it to 20.
Tubmans.
20.
Tubmans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dub Shack. Four bitches in the hen house. Nigga, you know Bones, nigga. Bones, nigga. 20.
I am Stutter McFly with these three guys. Go ahead and drop yourselves.
Kevin Wendell, a.k.a. 100 Spokes.
That ain't it, nigga.
That ain't it.
It's your boy MoeLethal.
What was
Keith,
that?
a.k.a.
Your boy
What?
MoeLethal. Yes. And above me is
Keith, a.k.a. Geek 40.
that's right.
Geek 40.
Have y'all niggas been drinking?
A little bit.
So how were your weeks today? Or till today?
Mr. Wendell, let's let him go first.
Pleasant. I went back to work. I did it well, though, because I went back to work for Monday and Tuesday, and then guess what Tuesday was? My Friday.
That's how you do it,
So,
though. Real talk.
It wasn't bad. I didn't see who I didn't want to see for the longest, and it went well. Can't complain. Oh, I got
That's
Telescope. And I got Telescope. I don't know if you guys see that.
Are we
Look
sure?
at the
Are we
stars.
sure that's a telescope? Because you've
It's a
been
telescope, okay?
insinuating a lot of things recently.
Just to look at stars.
Okay. Stars. Not the
What
neighbor?
kind of stars?
The nebulas and shit in the sky.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you guys didn't know I knew that, huh? Yeah, carbon.
Wait, you mean Nebula, like from the Guardian of the Galaxy Nebula? You looking at her? You trying to find her in stars?
No, like the carbon dust that's floating
Oh, okay.
around.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, stars, galaxies,
Okay.
Milky Way, and all that stuff. N39.
Oh, Candy? We talking about Candy? Milky Ways?
You know what?
Mars
How's your week been?
Tired as shit. I am in full on get this guap mode. So
Feel it.
I worked a lot of hours this week. I think I worked
shit.
more this week than I did all year long. So yeah, that's about it. Shit, that tiring. Mr. Keith, your week?
Sorry, I had to take a drink because that's how my week is going.
Oh shit! Wait, what are you drinking on? What you drinking?
Vodka
Looks like tea.
Oh shit!
and soda, apparently.
If Keith don't make it through the whole pod, we know why.
Twisted up, Keith.
Yeah,
And another thing.
this week has been stressful, so we'll see how it goes.
At work,
Work, out of work,
just life.
just yeah.
Again, the offer still stands. We could fuck some people up and steal some inventory. I shouldn't have said steal. I didn't say steal the last time. We could make them not have inventory. That's what
I mean,
That's already happening.
premeditated.
That's the reason why hours are low. So we need
I
inventory.
got
That's the problem. So if y'all
I can make that happen too.
yeah, if you can just damn, I can't even say that because there's two truck drivers here. But
If we can,
I was
what?
gonna say if you can get some stuff that fell off a truck and pass it
They
my
don't give a
way.
shit. It ain't there.
Look here,
for
man.
inventory.
I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me they got a drone that fell off a truck. Shit, I can't.
Damn,
afford this.
damn. Yeah, now we can't do that at all. Anything
Right.
happens, they're gonna blame us. Did you check episode 20?
McFly, your week?
Hmm?
How was your week?
I was just sitting here listening to all the crime activity going. Mine was cool. I worked alongside MoeLethal here, just Mo.
Just
And
one
we
week?
did a lot of hours.
nights?
So
late night, early starts.
yeah, man. I'm not gonna say what you guys are expecting me to say.
What's that? You're not gonna
I'm just
advertise
hanging
this
out.
week? You're not gonna advertise this week? Oh, no
Just hanging out.
advertisement this week. Okay. Performance anxiety.
Just hanging out.
It seemed like everybody's week was like,
Yeah,
nothing exciting.
you could say that.
Eh.
You could say that.
That's what's up.
So I guess
Was it
we just
Halloween?
jump right in.
Was it Halloween? My bad. I was drunk as shit on Halloween. My bad. The day before.
Oh, you was drunk on Sunday? You had to work on Monday?
No, on Saturday I went trick or treating at this campsite with a whole bunch of white people, and they don't just do candy; they pass out Jello shots.
Oh,
I got those too at my block party.
By the fifth trailer, I was drunk. Just like, damn.
Oh yeah, we did go Halloween. Yeah, you know, I did take the daughter trick or treating, and her cuteness, she got a lot of candy that she will never eat. Yeah, I did take my dad tax though. I need 25% off the top.
I'm about 80.
damn.
Yeah.
Inflation, a motherfucker in the Wendell house. Shit.
We didn't pass out all that candy. They got the candy that we didn't pass out too.
Okay. Okay.
You know.
Was that the special assessment? Was that the
Yeah,
Beaumont?
Oh,
Oh no,
80%?
that wasn't even in Beaumont. That was up in the mountains.
Oh shit.
In the mountains.
Well,
Like
he
it
a
was
different type of nigga. He do Halloween in the mountains, and that's when all the shit come out. He was like, I don't give a fuck. Come out, nigga. Come out, nigga. Come out.
That
I
moment you
knocked
realize
2
it ain't a
teeth out
costume.
just so I could fit in.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's act.
Sorry, I apologize.
Okay.
Let's begin.
Let's go ahead, jump in. So there was an actual real life taken situation, and I'll have you guys
Yeah.
elaborate on this. Who has a story?
Take it. The technician.
The technician, yeah.
So this happened in Washington State.
Oh, of course.
Right. Allegedly, a father killed his daughter's boyfriend after he found out the boyfriend sold his daughter into the sex trade. I mean, sex trafficking trade for $1,000. And so once he found out, he went to the meetup spot, found his daughter, brought her back home, and then later on, from what the story says, he met up with the son back at that meeting spot, kidnapped him, beat him to death, stuffed him in a trunk, and left the car in the middle of nowhere.
Wait. Was he the one trying to buy his daughter, or how did he know where to meet them?
Doesn't really say. Probably for reasons, but somehow he found out where his daughter was going to be. Well, at least found out where she was being held, got her out of the city, and then met up with the boyfriend sometime later. Kidnapped him, allegedly killed him, and then left him in a trunk in a car in the middle of somewhere.
I feel like the only thing he forgot to do was burn the body.
I don't know if that's. I'm gonna take the alleged word out. He did that, and he should have. He should have.
I'm on his side.
I mean,
I put money on his books.
Going to court. He's still going to court.
Look, if he get convicted, I got money for his books. He did the right thing. I don't think he'll have no problem. Like that. That's some scary shit. You know. And maybe if he, you know, I mean, not maybe it's he, but I mean, it's hard because I guess like going back to last week, like you want to trust your child's judgment, but I mean, how can you foresee that? Like that shit, that man, yeah.
No, you can't foresee that.
No, I think he got off easy. I wouldn't have killed him. He would have been tortured for about 3-4 weeks, and then.
I'm gonna say this: I've never beat anyone to death, but it seems unpleasant. Like if that's what he did, I don't think it was. I don't think it was not torture.
I think when you have the wrath of protecting your child, I don't think it's unpleasant.
No, yeah, I'm saying the beating was torture. I'm sure, but
allegedly he used a cement block to do it.
Oh my God!
He went easy on him. I would have had a hot.
Another note. Apparently, this happened a year ago. They're just finding the body.
Oh, he was close. He was close.
He should have burnt the body. Wouldn't have been no evidence. If he couldn't burn it, get some lie.
Hey, man. Hey. You need to watch more ID channel with me.
It's criminal
you know how many niggas tried
activity being said within the first 10 minutes of this podcast.
Okay.
McCullough?
Shit.
Damn, he had 10 minutes right.
Just take
right on the dot.
notes.
I'm just saying, look here, man. I am willing to do the time to protect my
Yeah.
child. And I'm
I
pretty sure you
respect
fellas
that.
are. And
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree.
I'm going to beat your ass. And it ain't going to be pleasant. You going to know you fucked up. See,
No,
my
yeah,
thing is, I would have let him live. He would have just been out without some members. So that way, instead of doing life, I would have did like 10 years from men, like, you know, attack or some shit. I wouldn't have did life. I would have, like, he would have, like, this motherfucker would have been pissing through a straw. Like that, it would have been some bad shit. Yeah. I wouldn't have killed him. It'd be some torture shit. They would have found his ass
that's
butt
hard
naked,
to- I don't
hanging
know if I
upside
could
down in the woods alive with
restrain
an IV in his
myself from
arm.
the killing. I don't think I could restrain it.
I get
That's
real
probably
nasty
why
when
he
it comes
beat
to
him
my
to
child.
death, because it was just pure blind rage. Just this.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So it's
But
tough to say.
I
I'd
think
stop.
the flip side. I mean, how do you protect your child for something like this?
You don't. You just kill him. You pray.
Yeah.
Do whatever you got to do, because it's like that was one of those things that it was a boyfriend.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
but how
can't lock them in a box.
But we have daughters. How do we prepare her or prepare them for?
Well, the best we know.
to
That's
weed
what I
these
say.
guys out.
We try to prepare them, and the best we know how. And
Because I'm pretty sure he probably presented himself as a good, decent dude, and then all this for $1,000. What you gonna do for $1,000? You hungry next week? $1,000? Come on, man. No. He got off easy, nigga. He would have been alive in the trunk. I would have starved his ass for 30 days and then gave him the best meal of his life and then starved him for 40. Like he would have it would have been bad for him. This one. Yeah, it would have been bad. I wouldn't have killed him. He would have wished he was dead.
Alive, you would have had
call him MoeLethal for a reason.
He would have wished he was dead.
I think I would have beat him to death. I'm with him.
I would know.
Nigga, I'm not trying to raise another nigga that tried to sell my daughter. Like, I'm not taking him food and shit. You see,
that's the thing.
The best meal of his life.
Hey, I never said it's gonna be good food.
Oh,
it's gonna be some shit that's 3 days old, some stale ass fries that he gonna choke trying to chew. Like I'm gonna show up with 10 Popeyes biscuits.
Popeyes biscuits. That
no
trick
water
by itself.
That's fair. I'll give you that. I was like, oh, this nigga gonna give him the best meal of his life.
Yeah. He gonna be. I'm like, look, I got 2 ounces of water and 12 ounces of urine. You make your decision.
Wow. In a box of biscuits.
MoeLethal was unleashed.
Eat or die.
At that point, he neglected himself. Shit. Torture, nigga.
Hey.
Torture. You come from mine.
And I would never knock you on it.
Slowly.
Human centipede shit, huh?
No, I ain't doing that. Now, who got time to do surgery?
I didn't say anything about surgery.
You got time to keep the nigga in the trunk for fucking 60 days?
I'm not going to be there every day. I'm just stop by on the weekend, drop some biscuits off.
Put a baby monitor in there. Hey, wake up. Wake your ass up. Ain't no sleep here.
I mean,
I'm with it.
We laugh, but it's that's a messed up situation, man. And I don't know. I don't know how you protect, or how you can't even predict nothing like that. You would think that most human beings are decent, but it's a scary ass world we live in, man.
I would want them to be, but there's shitty people out there, and that's so cold that, like you said, he might have presented himself so loving and all this shit, and like that dad's beating himself up, and I feel for him.
My years of watching ID Channel and Discovery ID and all that, it let me know that real predators are great actors. They are great actors. They put on a good, and it's always someone just catches it that most people don't, but most shit. Yeah. He did. Slowly.
Good.
Y'all remember in 2D when LO had the nigga across the pool table? Yeah.
Oh, why we gotta do that? Don't.
Come on.
Don't.
You just keep up an ante.
Huh? Supposed to be my man. Huh? Supposed to be my man, huh? Huh?
Don't reenact the damn scene.
Yeah, it would have been bad. Yeah. That nigga, he would have been they would have found a body part in 10 states.
nigga, that's so much like you are. That's an investment.
I'm saying, hey, I gotta plan it out to make sure I'm safe. I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
just
get
keep
caught.
letting you go. You're gonna just keep letting you talk. Cause fuck, like every
I don't want
couple
to get
minutes is
caught.
something else. Go ahead.
I don't want to get caught, so I gotta do
I
what I
feel
gotta do
like
not
you
to get
did
caught.
not watch the same ID channel that I watch.
What I'm supposed to do? Hit him with the Dexter, wrap his ass up,
Like
throw him in the ocean.
oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. Damn, is it? He might be able. The dad might be able to do the temporary insanity on that.
Yeah, the
Oh,
insanity
it's
plea.
passion.
That's
Yeah, it's
what I was
passion.
thinking.
Yeah, it's temporary sounding. Ain't passion.
Oh
Who
man,
wouldn't
I
be?
hope so.
Who wouldn't
I
be?
hope so.
I'm
Maybe in the initial crime, but from what I
To
was
set it
reading,
up.
he had duct tape over his mouth, and he was what are those plastic cuffs?
well, you don't want to move a body and he's throwing up on you.
He could probably, if he has a good enough lore, because it's like I'd probably be insane the whole time. Like I'm not gonna just be normal.
But yeah,
Oh, I got my daughter back. Now I'm fine. Like no, let's go
no,
find this guy.
because that's probably something that ate at his soul to his core. He couldn't shake it.
Yeah.
He couldn't shake it.
What's the judge gonna say?
Yeah.
Hey man, you couldn't shake that. Like, Your Honor, could you?
The sad thing
Like,
is that he'll most likely get convicted, but everybody on the jury gonna be like, I would have did that shit too.
Yep.
Yeah. I would have did that shit too.
Yeah.
it could be. Hopefully, it's a lesser charge
Mhm.
because he deserves a lesser charge. He did the right
Yeah, he
thing
does.
as a parent.
I got
And
someone
if
in his
anybody
books
wants to
too.
bail him out, it's a mill.
I ain't got that, but I got someone in his books.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't got that kind of money, but
I can send him 2 packs of smokes. That's all. That's all I got. Best I got. Yeah, I pray for the family, man. I mean, I get it. They lost. He got his daughter. The family got the child back, but they lost a father. But I mean, he did what he's supposed to do. He did a job. He protected.
We don't know that yet. They might lose him for a little bit.
They lost him. I said
Maybe
they lost the
we don't
father.
know.
He's going. He's going
Hey,
to
do
jail.
we know? Hey,
He's
if-
going.
I don't want
Kevin,
to go
he's
too.
going to
Is he
jail.
from the Caucasus Mountains?
Yes, he is. But he's still going to jail.
He's going to jail, but he might come home. He might come home next Christmas. Hopefully,
He gonna get time served, good behavior.
that would be dope. Actually,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
hey,
yeah. Shout out
I
to him,
salute
man.
that gentleman.
Yes,
Salute
sir.
that gentleman.
He's a hero.
so
They
as
his go for me.
we the Teletubbies move on, Pete Davidson had something about dealing with depression. I believe Mo, you had the backstory.
Yeah, it was basically an interview he did about a year ago, I believe. Him talking to Charlemagne, and basically Charlemagne asked him about it. You know, how's he doing? How's he coping? And he basically said, "I wake up every day depressed. I just know the steps now to deal with it." And if you elaborate, I mean, once he elaborates in the interview, he basically goes down to saying that he tricks his brain every day not to be depressed. So he has his steps, and what I just took from it is that every day it's a process every day to get your mind out of the gutter, see the best. And he even goes as far as to mention that he's thought about suicide multiple times, but the only thing that saves him is his mother, and his family, like what it would do to them, because I believe he lost his father in 9/11. And he admits that he takes sometimes he takes anxiety medication, and he partakes in the marijuana. He does to try to help him out, and he tries to do the things that keep him out of his out of that space. And he says he hangs out with his friends, and he has a safe space there, and they kind of keep him uplifted, keep his spirits up. So, I mean, shouts out to him, for being open and honest. I think depression is really something that a lot of people deal with in many ways. I know I deal with it from time to time. Um, but I think that's strong, especially as men. It's like anytime you talk about your feelings, um, it's not an easy thing for us, especially I know the way I was raised, so I just thought that was interesting take. Basically, him saying that he tricks his brain into not being depressed. I thought that was interesting.
Shit, I need
Yeah.
to learn that.
I don't. Yeah, because you can't. He knows the steps to
Yeah, he
deal
knows
with
the
it.
step.
Because you
He
can't
he
not be depressed. Like I
yeah.
think when
So
people say I was depressed, I'm like, it's like alcoholism to me. It's like you don't just not be depressed, you just know how to deal with it now.
yeah,
Like I don't think it just jumps
yeah.
off your back. I almost feel like everybody is, they just don't even recognize it.
I know he said one of his biggest things is just getting up and going outside, just letting the sun hit him.
Yeah.
You know, and just having some type of routine every day to where you get into the routine so that you can't ponder in your mind and slip away, type deal. So
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. Because I mean, like I said, it's not often you hear, especially men, talk about dealing with depression and all that. So
Yeah. I'm glad it did. It should not be stigmatized so much. It's bad. We do it to ourselves too, like with
yeah,
just some of the norms in society. You're like, oh, you're supposed to do this as a man, you're supposed to do this as a man. It's like still a human, man. Like
yeah. And I mean,
I feel stuff.
I believe that we all go through it. It just sometimes is worse than others.
Mhm.
That's my personal belief.
Well, you guys got any thoughts?
Yeah, any thoughts, Studs?
I I'll say I deal with it daily. Like when we were walking into work and Maurice was describing what he had said, I recognized and identified everything he was saying because I tend to do the same shit daily. Like you wake up with a feeling, and eventually you kind of go through a process until you no longer feel that feeling as you move on in order to kind of like break out of that slump. And sometimes I catch myself saying things like Maurice pointed out this week, certain things that I've said that I don't realize I'm doing it. It's just part of my brain, but it's me processing shit, not and trying to get through it, not necessarily uh trying to let the depression like uh uh beat me, but more or less just kind of like stating what's on my mind. So it's kind of like I'm no longer thinking about it. I just kind of say it aloud.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. If it's gone or if it's just like doled out, if you
Yeah.
will. Like it's
I
more
think it
doled
always
out than
lingers.
gone.
Yeah, because it's always there. It's something where it is a daily thing where you just kind of think about it and then you like just process it. Maybe like say some shit to kind of joke about it to get out of your head, but it's still it always comes back. So.
Hmm.
What
But
I
I
noticed
identify
from
with that shit.
what I noticed for me personally is that whenever I feel like I've messed up or I haven't lived up to my role of responsibility of being a husband, father, whatever, that weighs on me. So I get down, and if it just happened to be like that snowball effect where man, I'm just dropping the ball all the way around this week, like that weighs on me, and then I kind of have to fight it, and think about it, and then um, I know I can say that I'm not the although I may appear to be the happiest person. I mean, I'm not that happy. I joke, I fun. Like I said, like Sutter says, I joke around and I say shit and I make jokes and stabs and all that, and that's pretty much just me getting out of my head, not to get into my personal thoughts. Let me think about surface shit because if I get into my personal thoughts, then man, it gets heavy, and I don't want
Mhm.
to. I don't want to. I don't feel like carrying that. That's pretty much how I look at it. I don't want to carry that right now, so I'm gonna just joke about something else. And what I notice is that as I've gotten older, I have less outlets to distract me. I think I've become so hyper focused on things around home, things at work that it's hard for me to be distracted, especially um if it's a home factor that's adding to the depression or if it's a work factor. It's like, where do I escape from this? Because if I go here, I got to deal with this here. If I go here, now I'm thinking about this over here, and it's just like, man, this weight is just like, and I get to the point to where, man, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything. I just rather just lay down. I rather
Yeah,
just conceal myself
sleep.
to one room and just exist, you know. And I went through a period in my life when I lost my grandparents where I was I had deep depression and I was just functioning and I was lying to my wife, who was then my fiance. You know, I wasn't going to work, I wasn't leaving the house. You know, I made it look like I was doing all these things, you know, but I wasn't doing things. I wasn't doing anything, and it got to the point to where I was partaking in alcohol a lot. Um, wasn't really eating, lost a little weight, just kind of struggled with everything, life. Like I just it was probably 3 or 4 years where I pretty much lived in the dark, like literally lived in the dark. I didn't want any light in the house or nothing, you know. And it wasn't until you know, it's something where depression is something where no matter what people tell you, you got to find your own way out, type deal, you know. And it wasn't until I said, okay, it's been a while, we got to do something. I got to do something to get this off of me. It's something distracting that I actually started climbing out of that. But I mean, it's still something that I constantly deal with. So, but I mean, you know, prayers and help to anyone dealing with anything like that, like because depression is it's a motherfucker, man. It's a motherfucker for real.
Fix my ass
So,
every day.
I don't know if it's something we can normalize though, or just like you can try to normalize it, but because honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's not normal, but like I think we all go through it in some way, shape, or form.
I think it is
And
normal
I don't know if it's like to say
because I believe it's not to cut you
to
off. I
stay
believe that
to no, you're right.
I,
I'm sorry.
I believe that there's a fine line in between depression and stress. I
Yes,
believe
and
stress leads to depression, and it's a fine line, and everyone goes through stress.
but what I'm saying is in normal, um, the state of it taking over. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like the way I've always been able to deal with it is just outside, like nature and stuff like that. That's always been my go-to. It's like it makes me more grounded and understand like, okay, this shit's infinite. Like I'm just a piece of this puzzle and I'm supposed to maneuver in this puzzle. I'm supposed to feel this shit sometimes. But I'm also supposed to find a way out. And like I feel like the way society is set up is to keep us within that cycle.
Mm,
So I'm saying the normality is to keep us in it is not normal. Like it's normal to go through
gotcha,
it, but I feel
gotcha.
like we have the tools to cope, but a lot of us don't know that, or we don't know how to tap into which tools we have. Like we'll look at, like you said, you go to alcohol. That's set up for somebody to make money off of. People go to video games. Okay, that might help you for this time. That gets your mind off of this for a moment. But it's like at some point you got to go inward. Like you never can get past it if you don't go inward. Like if you don't go look at inside, like that shit gets dark. It sucks. Like yes, there's been times where I was like, it'd be easier if I just crashed this car. Nobody would know. They think it's a fucking accident. It's that simple. But like I said before, something inside of me makes me go, no, I want to see the end of this story, good or bad. Whatever it is, I'm going to put what I got in it and I'm going to punch my ticket. Like, because I know it sounds weird to say it like this. If I were to go now, my kids won't remember me in the next 2 years. They're so young. My oldest, she would, and that would be fucked up. So why would I do that? I'm not going to do that to somebody else. I couldn't do that. But I'm sorry, I'm just ranting and just raving. But
No, it's good. It's good. I
I
think
was saying the normalization of the depression, but not the normalization of staying within it. We need to normalize, hey, this is fine. That's normal. You're supposed to feel that way.
I I think for me, what realized is that one day I asked myself, would my grandparents, you know, would they be proud of the life I'm living now? And then I thought about it, and the answer was no. And then that gave me the motivation to get stronger. That's what it was. But I mean, I know for everyone it's different, you know. But that's what did it for me. Did you want to say something, so that like you?
No, I'm good. at the moment.
So,
Uh, you can. Then
well, like I just said, it just looked like you're about to say something. Are you okay?
yeah.
You good? So, I mean, so I know for every like, it's like with everything else. Everyone has a different trigger, you know. But I do think that it's normal. It's normal to go through. But I think what sets the cases apart is that I feel like the people who have people in their corner to identify and help them through it is they deal with it better than people who are just normal or who are just used to being isolated. Because once you're isolated, isolation is really what hurts you the most. You know, when in the grand scheme of things, you need that other person, that other you know, or the other
That's hard to
you
say
know.
for me.
Yeah,
Some
you think
people can
so?
figure it out isolated. If you just have to you have to be. It's like you said. You have to like find it, and like not necessarily. You're not necessarily going to find it with others. Like that might work for them, but like sometimes isolation can. Like I don't knock anything anybody does to get themselves right.
Oh,
Like I can't do that. Like
most
if it gets
definitely,
them right and they're in balance, go for it, man.
most
If you're not
definitely, man.
harming anybody, like let me say that because like but
I just know, like over the last couple of years, like the whole topic of mental health and depression, especially with the men and teenagers, like it's a more popular subject. It's not as taboo, especially growing up, especially in the Black community. It's not as taboo as it used to be, and I just hope that everyone out there would get the help that they need. I mean, just even like if a lot of times, like if you look at the like Robin Williams, a lot of times it's the guy that you think is just perfectly fine, or he's happy, he has a good life, and you don't know on the inside he's killing himself. You never know. So I mean, like just I would just say check on your friends, man. Check on your friends.
Uh, uh, one more thing I'll state is like even doing that the mixtape or whatever I did last week on my vacation. That was my therapy for me. Like that was I had a lot of people tell me it was dark, but I needed to go there in order to like have some sort of therapy for myself. Like when you were saying, Kevin, about looking inward, that was inward for me. Like I had to like I know it seems like for some people it's harping, but for me it was therapeutic because it was some things I had to touch on for myself to like acknowledge to myself what was when I was growing up, the things that triggered me growing up. So it was I I listen to it and it's different for me, and everybody goes, well, you're not doing concept records or you're not doing this happy upbeat records, but for me it's like this is therapy. Like this is how I get through not resorting to drinking or uh drugs or vigorously masturbating, but it's what I do. Like it's what makes me don't laugh. It makes me I don't know,
that's the
feel
thing
better.
though. The thing.
'Cause when I won't lie, in my adolescence, I was getting it
Yeah,
in.
adolescence, man, but I didn't think you'd
I
say
No,
that
was
right now.
I
there's
was
people that
getting it
do.
in.
You ain't the only
And
one.
it's not fair on anybody's part to yes, it sounds funny, but like, hey, fuck am I gonna tell anybody? If that's getting
If it
you
helps,
through,
if it helps, yeah,
do what you gotta do. Make sure
you
you
ain't
just
hurt.
lock the door.
I
Like
should be blind. I should have
Keith,
hairy palms.
Keith, I know you got some views.
Hmm. I don't know about views. I can say I'm going through it currently. Um, I haven't found that way to break out of it. When I wake up in the morning, I'm depressed
Mm.
and haven't found a way to, even with work and other things supposed to be distracting me, uh, it's still there all throughout the day. And then sometimes even before I get home, something I happen to even bring it even more to the forefront, either a phone call or an email, sometimes both. And it's hard because you feel trapped because it just seems like it just keeps piling on. And you tell yourself you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing as a person, and just at times it just feels like it's not enough or you're getting punished for it. And I want to get to that point where, like, I know I've been in it too deep, too long to know that it's never going to go away. I just want to get to that point where I can find that switch to where it can still be there, but I can still function as a human being. And I'm pretty far from it. At least that's how I feel currently. Just like Mo said, like it seems like the older I'm getting, the less outlets I can kind of turn to that doesn't do harm in some way. Like I'm talking about I'm drinking tonight, but I mean I'm drinking hard seltzer waters. So I know if I go beyond that, then there's gonna be a problem. And there's at least enough discipline that I know not to go that far. Drugs is another thing. Like a lot of those bad habits, I mean, you kind of have to have money for it anyway. So, and I kind of lack that. So I wouldn't even turn to that even if I did have money. But I don't know. It's a struggle, and I am speaking to someone, but there's long gaps between talking to this person, and that's usually when the most shit happens. So, and then that feeling that you're going through it alone, that's the most fucked up
Are you,
part.
are you talking about a therapist?
Yes.
Therapy is
Because I mean,
important.
Yeah, very important. Very.
but she has so many other clients that like her schedule is always, and I like her, like when we talk it's cool, so like I don't want to try to get rid of her to try to get someone else, but these long breaks are rough because it's kind of hard to, and I know it's a me thing, but it's kind of hard to talk to others about it because it always feels like when I talk to others, the subject is always what's going on wrong in my life. And I don't want that to always be the subject, but I mean, unfortunately, at least for me, it's always the subject. So I just don't talk about it.
I got to the point in my life where I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I
was just going to say,
no, my bad. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, damn, I lost my train of thought for a second. Yeah, like it just makes me feel worse when that's what all I feel like I can bring to a conversation. When someone asks me, how you doing? It's always a struggle. Like, do I actually tell them how I'm doing? Or do I just say, oh, I'm doing cool, or I'm doing fine. And then maybe give them the one bright spot that may have happened in a sea of terrible shit that happened either that day or that week or that month. But what were you saying?
I would just say that I've learned that sometimes you just need to listen. A lot of people don't listen when people talk to him. So like I know I tell Saul all the time, bro, like just talk. Because a lot of times, you know, when he's talking, it don't he's not I don't need to respond. He needs to get this off his chest. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you need to just have someone you could call and just release so that you can feel lighter, you know, and you gotta, you know, friends will should recognize that in their friends. Like I mean, my friend just needs to just let off some steam, let him vent, let him, you know, like, and if he wants to have a dialogue about this, you know, this vent session or whatever, we can do that at a later time. At this, but what's important right now is just let him vent. And I tell Stud all the time, and I live by this, man. Like I cut off anything that distracts my peace, and that means whether it's people, family, friends, associates, whatever. If you cost me peace, you're too expensive. You know, I say I don't need this stress in my life. I have enough stress in my life. Just trying to be a husband and a father. So if you're not adding value or peace to my life, and you're taking away my peace, you're done. And I think everyone should address life that way. I don't think it's if you cutting off someone, you shouldn't feel bad for cutting off someone if it's protecting yourself. And protecting your mental is the most important thing you can do, because my mindset is my mental needs to be A1 so that I can do my job as a provider, as a husband. Because if I'm allowing someone to alter my mental, it's going to affect my personal life, which is going to affect my family life. And so that's not good. You have to protect your peace at all costs. Cut them off. I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's mother, father, brother, sister, auntie. I don't care. I don't talk to none of my aunts. Only I got one. I'm sorry. I got one living on my mother's side. I don't talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I cut off people left and right. I got a father who wants me to call him daily. I don't call my father. I don't call my mother anymore. I used to call my mother every day, every single day. And every time she would cut, oh, what do you want? Oh, you always bug. Okay, cool. I don't call her at all. I don't even text her. I reply to my mother in a group text. That's it. And my life has been better for it. I'm not going to sit here and entertain people who are going to do nothing but disrupt my peace. And you should do the same. That's my real advice, honestly.
Not bad. That's a good thing. There's something Keith said that was important as hell. I don't even know if you realize you said it. It's like when you feel like you're doing everything right, and then everything piles on, and like that's a hard fucking pill to swallow. But I think that's something I learned along the ways. It's like if I feel like I'm doing everything right, I have to take that as a win. 'Cause I can't control what the universe does. I can't control what happens outside of me. But if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I have to take that little victory. Like that's what all of it is. Is everything's a little victory, like waking up. Okay, we did that. All right, I got up, I put my damn underwear on. Small victory. Everything. I think we've discussed this before, but it's like step by step, everything step by step. Go through it. And if I'm feeling this and if I feel a certain way, then it's like, okay, what do I have to do to correct this? And it's never an attack on myself. Well, I'm lying. That's it's never an attack on myself. It is, but it's a process and a struggle to like not attack. Because I'll get to that. I had like I don't want to say a panic attack, but I could not sleep. I was dead tired, but my heart just I just couldn't sleep. I was all fucked up like 2, 3 weeks ago. But I don't I don't know. I'm one of those that we talk about. Like we need to talk to people. I don't talk to anyone. I guess I just deal, which isn't the healthiest, but I think I've been lucky along the way to recognize things within myself because not everybody gets blessed to do that. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle. But
Yeah.
I think the answer to your question, Keith, when you said, "Do I tell them how I really feel?" I think that could be a measurement of who you can talk to, because you can see in a person's face and in their reaction. If you start to unload on them, and they're saying, "Well, this is too much" or whatever, you can see in their reaction who's a safe place or a safe ear to talk to. You know what I mean? Everyone's different, and I know the hard part about that, the scary part, is that you're taking a chance. especially if you're a private person and you don't want your business out in the streets, because every time you tell somebody something about yourself, there's a chance that it gets somewhere you don't want it to be. That's to me, that's the most scariest part. That's why I would say, like, if you have someone for a fact that you know is A1 day one, um, I would say talk to them. But I mean, that's your call.
That's actually not even the problem, because I have quite a few people that are A1. When I said it's more about me, when I share stuff with people, I have this nasty habit of feeling like a burden when I'm doing so, especially knowing if they're going through stuff themselves. So that kind of adds to me not wanting to talk about the stuff I'm going through, because I know they're
I
going
agree
through
with you.
stuff too.
I think that's
And
why I
so,
keep my shit too.
yeah.
It's not
So
good for either
I
one of
just keep
us.
it to myself, because I'm just like, I don't want to add to the shit that they're got going on and stuff like that. So I'll just keep the conversation out. At least I'll make an attempt to keep the conversation on a completely different subject, because like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm adding to their shit. So it's not that I don't have anybody that I don't trust enough to tell this stuff to. It's just a me thing where I tell myself, you just don't add to their shit. Just either keep it to yourself, or
Tough one.
sprinkle it here and there. The older I'm getting, uh, the more I'm kind of sprinkling it. Before, I would just keep it completely to myself, and because I did stuff like that, and Kevin knows, when people meet me, first thing they always say, "Damn, that's a chill ass dude," uh, and stuff like that. And or he doesn't react to a lot of stuff. It's like, no, I react like a normal person. I just keep it extremely close to the chest, because why share it and burden others with the shit that I got going on? And that's a me thing that I need to get over, and I haven't just found that magic
And
thing
and
to get
I'm gonna
over it.
say this, and I don't even practice it, but it's like listening's not a burden. Shouldn't
No,
be.
no.
And I don't even practice it. Like I don't even practice like what you're saying, how to speak to other people. I
I
know it's
think
not a burden, but
I think what you're I have some I think similar to you, because I used to think that me burdening people was me is a sign of weakness. Like, oh, I can't deal with myself. I gotta let somebody help me. And I do the same thing. Like, my wife always says, you never tell me the whole story. You say enough to where you feel okay, and then you walk away. I mean, she's not wrong. I say just enough so that I can, okay, all right, let's try to deal. I do it. I constantly do it, and I think I deal with the same thing. I don't want to be a burden. Um, but I think that's something I'm learning to try to get away from, just by being more open and honest with my wife in particular. So I get that. I think that's just a man thing, honestly. I don't think anybody wants to be a burden, because I know I've heard studies say that 1,000 times. I don't want to burden you with this. I don't want to burden you with that. And I say, man, I'm your friend. It's not a burden. If I'm sitting here asking you, it's not a burden. But I think that's just a man mind state. Like, hey, I'm not gonna pass my troubles off to anyone. But I think it's better to try to talk to someone before you get to that point to where, man, it's just too much, and now I'm really dealing, and now it's compounded to the point to where
You have a
the
mental break on
depression,
Facebook.
yeah, yeah, okay, where the depression or the stress is too heavy, it's too much, honestly.
Yeah,
So
don't
I
be
agree.
afraid of it. Just don't be afraid of it.
Uh, I I think we're
we're at
supposed to go on to
59.
the next topic, but one thing I heard you say, Kevin, which was something my therapist identified with me, 'cause I kept saying it throughout the sessions, was deal. where you just feel like you're just trying to deal. She had pointed that out when I kept saying it throughout, and she said you have to be able to identify those moments when you feel like you're just trying to deal and be able to pinpoint it so you don't get to the point that that's what you feel like your life is becoming. You just dealing with shit. Like you have to find ways to not like when it happens and you feel like you're dealing with it to be able to identify it and get either the help you need or a way of getting out of that feeling because that feeling can like spiral your depression. Like it can make you feel like you're just dealing is like getting overwhelming. Like
It's
it
probably why I couldn't breathe the fucking other week. I was just like,
yeah,
my heart
because
was. I was like, I can't fucking breathe. I can't sleep. I'm just.
yeah, and it's
Yes,
compiling. And
panic
when you
attacks are
start feeling
not fun.
that dealing feeling is like when you identify when you're starting to feel like I'm dealing. Oh, it's time to identify what's making you feel like that to get out of it because that does start the downward spiral of now it's all compiling, and then you have the like the reaction of you like anxiety or
Mhm.
a anxiety attack or whatever because you're feeling like it's too much. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
And that was one of those moments too, because it was like I knew what the fuck was going on, and I was like, I can't do a damn thing about it right now. Like I'm just
yeah,
stuck in this right now because it's like I know it's this, I know it's this, and I know it's this, but it's 3 a.m. I can't call this person, I can't call
yeah.
these people, I can't do this, but it's still fucking with me, and I didn't know what to do in that moment. So I think I played video games for several hours. I fell asleep,
Like I
but
said, you just got to be able to identify it and try to catch it before it becomes like a snowball. Just
yeah.
start snowballing and everything compiles and then boom, there you're in a point where you feel like you can't get out of it.
And my
Um,
number's always I'm up all the time. Call me anytime, any of you guys, for real, for real. Like I know people
so
say that, but like I did ask me that.
when I want to have a freestyle session at 3 a.m., I'll hit you up. All right.
Nigga, if you call me for a freestyle session, it's gonna be, oh, is that what you call for? And then I'm gonna give you bars, straight flame flow.
You said the phone gonna get hot.
Okay, this is we're gonna move on. The next subject is relationships and how soon is too soon when moving on. I want to let
Mr.
Kevin
Wendell.
elaborate
Yeah.
on the rest of this,
Well,
and where
you
he
guys
got it
understand, like
derived
it
from.
spawned a lot from that whole everything with Jada Pinkett and Will. Like I was thinking more along the lines of like how her shit with Tupac. Like how she every year is just something that just keeps getting more and more and more. And I'm like, well, how long is too long to hold on to that of like a deceased lover? And like if I were to pass away, how fast is too fast for my wife to move on? And y'all said it was morbid, but I don't think it's morbid.
My brain kept taking it other places. Like my brain just kept saying, okay, well, if we're
Well, I
talking a
worded it wrong.
year,
I didn't say it
yeah.
all. I don't know.
Uh,
For me, I don't know. That Jada Pinkett is too long. 20
Yeah,
years?
because she's never let go, but like she claims that's her heart and all this shit that I've heard her say throughout the year, and I would have to imagine Will Smith felt like, God damn, you're trying to be the good husband, but at what point do you say, all right, bitch, like
Yeah,
you,
that's what I'm like. Is he allowed to say anything? Is he allowed to be like, hey, look, I know he did, but like, come on. I don't
I
know.
understand. I understand that some grief is heavy, but at some point, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I, that's all I'm gonna say about that. And when how soon is too soon? I think that depends on the situation. That all depends on the situation because we don't know what life is going to be like. I don't think anybody um, who loses a spouse or a partner expects to be in something the next week or next month or whatever. But there is a point where you have to say, I still have to live that because if that person cared about you, they would want you to continue living. Because I tell my wife all the time, I say, I'm not gonna get married again. She goes, oh yes you are. You'll find somebody else. Don't have me, you'll find somebody else. And I look at her like, no, like if I get out of this first contract free, I'm not going into another contract. I'm
So if we don't see Mo next week, We know somebody got out of their contract.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not willingly going into another contract. Now, you know, if the stars align and the tables fold right, possible. But I'm not looking for it. That's not saying that I wouldn't have other what was the word entanglements um, down the line, but I'm not looking. Because it's only human. It's natural as humans to want attachment and affection. So I wouldn't rule anything out, but I can't say what the timeline would be. But if I get out that first contract, I'm not that second one it's gonna be a lot of clauses. That's all I'm saying. No,
It ain't
no
gonna
study.
be like next week
I
at
ain't
the
in it.
supermarket.
No,
I ain't in it.
you ain't in
You
it.
ain't in it.
This is a setup.
With this?
About-
How this is set up?
Right.
This will feel safe.
I mean, that's just my honest opinion. That's just my honest opinion. I don't, you know, you can't say how long is too long because everybody grieves differently. Now, if you was in a marriage and you couldn't stand that heifer or whatever, the next week you might be in something. You know what I'm saying? But if you love that person, it's gonna take you a while to get over that. You know
So if you was Will, you cool.
Huh?
If you was Will right now, you cool.
Oh, if I was Will, nigga, I would have a lot of entanglements right now. If I was...
And people keep saying, like, why don't he leave? I think it's too expensive for him to leave. Judges have been wilding here lately.
Yeah, you think he Tiger Woods and
I definitely believe that Will's net worth is way higher than hers.
That's why he's saying it's too expensive.
But at the same time, at the same time, they don't have kids. I mean, they have kids. They don't have kids where it's like they're fighting for child support and nothing like that. Yeah. I feel like if he really wanted to get out, he could do it. He could do it.
We don't know what kind of lifestyle she will claim that she.
That's trying to. I can't stay on it. Driving me that Will Smith shit.
You can't do it. You been gone. I'm surprised Will ain't said, "Well, if you love Tupac,
no, I'm just speculating on the reason why he hasn't left yet."
What'd you say?
Are you saying? Because you said you're sure. Like, come on now. Between the two of them, you think that she is anywhere in the same near ballpark as this man as far as money?
No, I don't.
So it's a for certainty. It's not a guess.
Unless it's straight joint account.
Well, I mean,
a low down dirty shame.
She might have juxed them. We don't have separate accounts. He's like, okay, I got one in Sweden, bitch.
And cock.
Oh no, they're not close. Hell no.
I'm saying, come on, Will was Mr. Summer for a long time. He was getting the money.
Bad boys.
He was getting the money.
He was getting the money. Close. Nobody said they were close.
I said I would guess. I was trying to be nice.
You don't have to guess.
I was trying to be nice and instead of calling me on that shit.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let me tell you something. Don't do that again. Don't be kind.
Right. I don't know how much she got paid for Gotham. You know that
come on now.
For Gotham?
I'm sure he got paid more than her for just Bad Boys alone.
The TV show?
What she did in Gotham. Yeah.
Gotham?
Yeah.
I'm sure he got paid more for Wild Wild West than she got paid for Gotham alone.
Yeah, Cisco got paid more than she did for the song.
Fuck. What was the other movie she had where she was like a prostitute or
Talking about Woo? Not Woo.
Was that? Yeah, was it Woo?
Was it Woo?
No, I'm kidding. That's Tu Wong Fu. My bad.
Damn.
Man, but you don't forget she got that Matrix money too.
Come on now.
That dude hit different, but it still ain't shit.
The same movie that he turned down? Come on now.
You remember Independence Day? That was Matrix before.
Well,
the Matrix.
He regretted that. You know, low key.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah,
but I'm sure he's still eating. He's eating great. I'm sure he's eating way better than she was off of that.
I'm gonna say this: The Matrix seems like it would be better with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, yeah.
After watching Gemini, man, I agree.
Damn.
So 20 years is too long, though. We agree with that.
Yeah.
That seems a little long.
I don't think anybody heard me but Kevin. I would say if you love Pac that much, you can go join him. That's what I said.
Oh no, yeah, I did hear you.
You've been with
Said-
you said some very criminal activity on this podcast tonight.
It's the criminal minded today. We started out
I
in straight
mean-
crime scenes.
Yeah, and he's progressively. I mean,
know
I
what?
know you said
You know
you was
what?
gonna go
Every
by the
single one
moniker
of them is
MoeLethal, but
straight
shit.
murder.
didn't-
Like he hasn't gone to an ass whooping, no stabbings, just murder.
I mean, I know you changed it to MoeLethal tonight, but shit.
You might be Murder Mo.
Shit.
I'm just saying, hey, if you let a nigga that much, go lay down with him. That's
That's a threat for your ass. That's what that is.
He can see your thug's mansion in person.
Fuck.
Oh Lord.
Shit. Mo's with the shits tonight.
I'm just saying, bro. Come on, bro. It's been 20 years.
That's
She
too
keeps
long.
thinking about some life she could have had. That
It's
nigga
cool
career
to
could have
just be like,
flamed
"Happy
out, and she
birthday,
would have been
Pop."
under the bridge on Skid Row. She don't know. Like her life turned out great, and she's still harping on this. If I was Will, I couldn't do it, bro. That money is different. I don't know.
So,
I couldn't do
segue.
it. Yeah, go ahead.
Happy wife, happy life.
That seems
that.
like to
Is it
be
oppression?
perfect what that is, huh?
Fuck that shit.
That seems what Will's doing.
Yeah, right.
That's what it sounds like he's doing.
It is.
So it's clear that what Mo thinks.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's evident what he thinks. If his
the whole
last
concept,
answer was
the whole concept
Just
behind that
doesn't
phrase
mean-
is toxic as hell. The whole
It
concept
doesn't
is
mean
toxic.
you gotta be out. You don't mean
But that's
husband don't gotta be
no,
out.
it doesn't. That's what damn well. That's what that means. It means
That's
above all,
definitely
make
what
sure
that
she's
means.
happy. Regardless of what you feel, make sure that shit is toxic as fuck. I don't care.
I can agree with that.
Halfway.
That shit is toxic.
Halfway. Because
I don't know about killing anybody, but
I'm sitting here dying every day,
I gotta stop
but because you're happy, everything's fine. My happy wife, happy life. I'm not. She's happy, but I'm miserable. My life's not happy at all.
you see a lot of men age
more happy when she's happy though.
in marriage.
A little more
They
happy when
age
she's happy.
horribly in marriage.
When you come home, you come home like eating chips, have a good old time, happiest man on earth. You come in, she pissed off. You're like, damn, took the joy out, huh? Let me go ahead and throw these chips away.
That's why I call before I come home. Let me get a temperature check. Yeah, let me stay out a little longer.
So it means it's accurate. It does. You don't have to. You shouldn't just.
But it's toxic.
Discount yourself. That's stupid.
But it means discount yourself for the happiness of your wife. That's what that statement means.
Okay.
That's
what about petty things like little shit? Like if it's In and Out or fucking Five Guys, happy wife, happy life, my man. I ain't even gonna make the argument.
that don't matter. I'm gonna just go to both. Like if you want In and Out here, I'm going to Five Guys.
No, hell no.
I'm going to both.
In and Out. Have you seen the line there?
I'm gonna drop her off, nigga, then drive across town.
And come back. That food in that parking lot, then.
Like something like that. Nah. That shit. We've done it many times. She wanted something, I want something else. All right, we're gonna go get yours, and then we're gonna go get mine. And so while you go in there, order your stuff, I'm gonna be out here eating my stuff because I'm driving, and then we're good. We've done that many. No, nah.
Hey, you don't.
Now we both gonna be happy around here.
Sounds like an expensive
Hey,
outing.
Hey, it might be.
Hey, when
everybody was happy. The husband was happy, and the wife was happy, and then the daughter got fried, so she was really happy. Everybody's happy. Happy family life.
Hey, more power to you, because if it was In and Out of Five Guys, I'm choosing Five Guys every time because there ain't no line.
The thing about Five Guys is I don't even care about the line because I'm ordering through the app. I'm just waiting for my fries to get dropped, nigga. I walk in, I'm here for Mo. Yeah, we're gonna drop my fries. All right, 5 minutes.
Or
right,
I'm gonna murder you if you don't have them ready.
You know that shit toxic though. Happy wife, happy my ass. Shit. These women can't
feel
stay
this
happy
way
for
while
more than
you're-
3 minutes.
While you're getting home orders of lobster?
What are you talking about?
Ooh.
I said you can order lobster at home. I never said I did.
From where?
What?
Yeah, I want to know that. That's what I was going to ask.
From where?
Yeah.
You guys don't have Instacart?
No, I feel like you've looked at the menu.
What menu?
He thought you had it in the cart. You had the lobster in the cart.
Yeah.
I'm
Put it
done
back.
with the blue baller on him.
Put it back. I said, wait, it's just the tail? Nah, I want the whole lobster.
You did
Put that
like
shit
Drake.
back.
Left it on red. Let him know I read it, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, come on, man. Everybody gotta be happy, bro. For it to be a long lasting relationship, both sides gotta be happy.
Well, we
Now
can
I get
switch it like they said. The happy spouse, happy house. That was cute.
I said, yeah, no, but I said we were both happy in that. We were both happy. The whole family was happy.
I know, happy
it was joy.
spouse. Like both of the spouses.
Yeah, we're good.
You know,
Happy family.
house.
Happy family, happy
Yeah,
house.
that's better.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, you know. Because everybody's definition of happy is different. You know. Because my wife is she's keen of wanting something. Like she might want like I don't know, sushi or something, and then I'll go some other place and I'll get like some ramen, some BDA ramen or something. She'll be like, well, if I knew we were coming here, I wouldn't have got the sushi. Well, no, you wanted sushi. Like what? No, why you doing? Right? It's the same reason why she always wants me to order first at the restaurant. I just want to see what you get.
Man,
I'm the worst.
Come on,
so
bro.
you can taste it? I don't want you to taste my food. Don't taste my food.
I feel like the more you talk, episode 21 is gonna be Where's Mo?
Right. I might even have to get on camp because we're gonna have to have some shirts made.
Hey.
Have you seen this man?
She gonna make them for us.
Right. she gonna provide them.
Shout out to my Queen KG custom prints.
It's gonna be like find the name.
5241. I'm just saying, look here, man. Last month for our anniversary, I took her to Dwayne's in Michigan. Very upscale, 4-star diamond, whatever. Expensive shit. We spent a lot of money, right? She sat there and she was like, what are you getting, babe? I don't know. Well, I'm thinking about that. Oh, I thought about that, but it showed you got that in it. Like, why am I making your decision about what you want? Like, I don't get that about women. Like, what? No, then I'm like, oh, I told her, I'm gonna just get the halibut. You know, I don't get halibut a lot. I'm gonna get the black and halibut. I don't know. Black. Oh, I think I'm gonna just get. Well, that's what you wanted in the first place. So why'd you ask me my opinion the first time? Like, come on now.
I like your impersonation, by the way.
Like, come on, man.
Damn.
And look, I tell her all the time, look, you saw the same menu I saw. Don't bring your fork over here.
Watch this. Bro, man, he's cooking.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Let's be real. Come on. Protect men's food. We hungry too, man. I gotta work.
Live episode. Can we cut him off?
I'm watching the background.
I'm just saying. Oh, you might. The door is locked. She can't get me right now.
Nah, okay.
I'm just saying. Come on, man. We look at the same menu, bro. Let's go. I can't. Come on. I can't make all the decisions, bro. I know what I want to eat. Cause you know how sometimes you go out and you want to eat something, right? I know this is the last thing I'm gonna say, right? And so you look at the menu, like you might go somewhere like you always get a burger from here, right? But just so happened that day something else catch your eye. And you're like, oh, you're not getting a burger today? No. Yeah. Why are you so concerned about what I'm eating? Get what you want.
Yeah,
and keep your fork over there.
What are you getting? Okay, you tell the waiter that when he gets here. Hey, you cook.
I'm done.
You cook.
I'm done.
Cook.
I'm done.
Come on, man.
Hey, we tried
sharing my
food.
Times. I'm tired of sharing my food.
A couple times. So
I need real talk though, real quick. Unrelated. Dwayne's in Michigan got some fire ass lobster bisque. That shit is delicious.
Flex.
Damn, he's even with lobster bisque. Look at this guy.
Flex.
He said, I don't eat tomato soup.
He don't brag about money.
Bisque.
Right.
He don't brag about the money he makes as far as like the checks, but he does it a different way. He does it a different way.
I can't enjoy lobster bisque.
I didn't say you couldn't enjoy it. I'm just saying you flex different. You flex differently than the next man. That's all.
It was my anniversary, man. That's all. I enjoyed some lobster bisque. You know,
there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, man.
You ever had a white lady put a napkin on your lap for you at the restaurant?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Stop.
It do feel good though. I shouldn't say that, but it do feel good when you just like
Right?
they bring a little water dish out and shit. You're like, "What's this for?" You're like, "Oh, I'm not.
Real talk.
I am not
Talk.
upscale enough for this."
She did this. Hey, she did that shit. She did that shit. I said, how the tables have turned. My ancestors would be proud. I'm done. Go ahead, Stutter. I'm done.
Anyway, with that being said, this has been episode 20 of the Heavyweight Podcast.
Wait. Mr. Wendell, we have a name?
So it wasn't Honey Smokes.
No, nigga, that's not it at all.
No, you guys do the outro. I'll do it in the outro.
Okay,
we'll
go ahead.
We'll see how it hit.
All right, go ahead.
Let's see how it hit.
With that being said, this has been episode 20 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Before we officially sign off, was it 2 weeks from now? We're doing a live
19th. Live.
The
19th, we're doing a live podcast. It was the November 19th, Friday, November 19th. Tune in, give some feedback, ask questions, we'll interact with you.
Shout out to the 7 new subscribers on YouTube. We appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
shout out to all 300 plus on Facebook. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Instagram page. Please follow us on everything, the Heavyweight Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're on Twitter now.
Yeah.
We appreciate the support. We love y'all. And yeah.
And so with that being said, I am Stutter McFly with these 3 guys. Go ahead and state your names.
I am Meaty I Mean.
All right.
I'm MoeLethal. I might be
wow.
going next week.
Might be. Yeah, he might be.
We're going to have shirts. No t-shirts.
I'm Keith, a.k.a. Geek 40.
And
that's
Kevin,
it,
that ain't it.
That ain't, nigga.
That wasn't it. Meaty I Mean's dope.
No, it ain't it, nigga. We out. Peace.
Peace.